a career at a defining crossroads. When Lovely Runner wrapped up with thunderous acclaim from both the public and critics, many predicted Byeon Woo Seok might fall into the trap of the career-defining role where a character's overwhelming success becomes a shadow too large to escape. But instead of resting on his laurels, Byeon made a bold, calculated move. He chose to star in MBC's upcoming drama 21st Century Grand Prince's Wife, a romance set in a fictional constitutional monarchy. There, he will play Prince Lee Wan, a royal born into splendor yet possessing nothing of his own. This decision is more than a career step, it's an artistic statement. Byeon is taking a leap into unfamiliar territory, shouldering massive public expectations while staying rooted in his belief of living and acting truthfully. Body, decoding a post-Sun Jae decision shaped by identity. The moment I read the script, I knew I had to do this project, no matter what, Byeon confessed. It's a statement we've heard often from actors promoting new work, but from him, fresh off the seismic success of Lovely Runner, it carries deeper significance. Prince Lee Wan is the antithesis of Ryu Sun Jae. Where Sun Jae was warm, earnest, and driven by love, Lee Wan is restrained, burdened by duty, and caught in the illusion of sovereignty. It's a move that breaks from the safe zone of fan-favorite characters and ventures into emotionally layered, politically allegorical storytelling. Byeon didn't play it safe. He stepped away from the momentum of his current popularity and toward a character that requires subtlety, depth, and maturity. If Sun Jae was the character people fell in love with, Lee Wan could be the one that turns him lasting respect. Sun Jae, a gift and a proving ground. Byeon has described Sun Jae as both a regret and a longing. It's a character that didn't just change his career, it crystallized it. Before the breakout, Byeon spent years as a model and supporting actor, often overlooked beside flashier co-stars. Lovely Runner was a long-awaited reward, an unexpected but well-earned gift. And yet, Byeon never clung to the character. He understood the danger of being typecast, especially when the public becomes too attached. Sun Jae was a beautiful chapter, but Byeon knew it couldn't be the whole story. This self-awareness set the stage for his next move. In an industry where actors often ride one role's success into a series of look-alike characters, Byeon took the road less traveled, reinventing himself in a world far from rom-com sweetness. Just being myself, the artist behind the fame. One of Byeon's most compelling qualities is his unshakable sincerity, not just in roles, but in how he approaches fame itself. I don't ask too many questions. I just remind myself to be who I am, he said in a recent interview. It sounds simple, even cliché, but in an age where celebrity culture often demands shape-shifting and self-editing, it's surprisingly radical. Byeon isn't accelerating blindly with fame. Instead, he's choosing to move at his own pace, led by instinct and emotion. He doesn't let public expectations dictate his choices. For an actor suddenly thrust into the spotlight, this kind of emotional integrity isn't just rare, it's revolutionary. His authenticity is not just a brand. It's a practice. It's visible in the roles he takes, the vulnerability he shows in interviews, and the way he credits every step of his journey, including the slow, difficult ones. Conclusion: from on-screen prince to emotional icon for a new generation. In an entertainment industry oversaturated with formulas and fast fame, Byeon Woo Seok is quietly redefining what it means to be a successful actor. He's proving that being a popular star and being a thinking artist are not mutually exclusive. From his modeling days to his humble supporting roles, to finally breaking out as Ryu Sun Jae, Byeon's ascent has been anything but accidental. But what's most impressive is not that he reached the top, it's how he's choosing to move forward. If Lovely Runner allowed Byeon Woo Seok to enter the hearts of millions, then 21st Century Grand Prince's Wife might be the door to something even deeper, the emergence of a true artist, one who, in his own words, wants to convey emotions and offer warmth and comfort to others. The path ahead is filled with challenges, but one thing is clear, Byeon Woo Seok isn't retracing anyone's footsteps. He's carving his own, a path shaped by integrity, courage, and an unwavering love for the craft of acting. After sweeping 3 major awards at Asia 2025 and becoming one of the most talked about actors of the year, Byeon Woo Seok could easily have coasted on the wave of Lovely Runner's success. But instead of repeating the formula that made him a breakout star, he's chosen something unexpected, and surprisingly vulnerable. In his upcoming drama 21st Century Grand Prince's Wife, working title, Byeon will play Prince Lee Wan, a royal born into prestige but trapped in a world where nothing truly belongs to him. It's a far cry from Ryu Sun Jae, the tender, devoted idol he portrayed in Lovely Runner, who captured hearts and created a cultural phenomenon. And perhaps that's exactly why he chose it. The moment I read the script, I knew I had to take this role, Byeon shared in a recent interview. Lee Wan felt like someone I had been preparing to meet my whole life. The story didn't just entertain me, it moved something deep inside me. This isn't just another drama role. For Byeon, it's a statement of artistic evolution. Escaping the Ryu Sun Jae shadow. Lovely Runner wasn't just a hit drama, it became a movement. The time travel fantasy romance soared in global popularity, turning Byeon into a top-tier heartthrob almost overnight. But with that fame came a familiar risk, typecasting. Rather than let Ryu Sun Jae define his future, Byeon is now carving a new identity through Prince Lee Wan, a character with emotional complexity, trapped in the isolation of a modern monarchy. Where Sun Jae expressed love freely, Lee Wan is guarded and politically caged. It's a stark shift in tone, but Byeon isn't shying away from it. After Lovely Runner, I felt a lot of pressure, he admitted. Everyone had expectations, and honestly, I had doubts too. But when I met Lee Wan on the page, all those concerns faded. It was like only who I am now could play this role. This speaks volumes about Byeon's artistic integrity. He's not here to recreate past success. He's here to challenge himself, and, by extension, his audience. A star shaped by self-reflection. Byeon is refreshingly honest about the internal journey behind his choices. Fame hasn't made him jaded, it's made him more introspective. There are days when this job feels overwhelming, he said candidly. But I started this because I love acting. I remind myself to just be me. I don't want to be pulled in by expectations, I'd rather go at my own pace and follow what feels right. It's a philosophy that resonates in an industry driven by trends and instant gratification. Byeon is not chasing virality. He's chasing truth, both in performance and in life. He describes his post-Lovely Runner emotional state with striking vulnerability. I felt half regret, half longing. Sun Jae was a gift of a character, one I met at the exact moment I had always dreamed of as an actor. The fact that viewers loved him so much helped me carry that warmth longer. But he doesn't want to dwell in nostalgia. Instead, he channels it into growth. Building a legacy of emotion. When asked what kind of actor he wants to become, Byeon doesn't talk about awards or roles. He talks about feelings. I want to be remembered as someone who works hard and keeps growing. I want to offer warmth and comfort through my roles, he said, smiling. That vision is beginning to take shape. Through Lovely Runner, he gave millions of fans a love story that felt both magical and real. Now, through 21st Century Grand Prince's Wife, he's aiming for something perhaps quieter, but emotionally richer. In an era where public personas are often crafted for maximum exposure, Byeon Woo Seok's quiet sincerity feels radical. He's not just acting, he's inviting viewers to grow with him. And if his trajectory so far is any indication, the journey ahead will be one of depth, courage, and surprising reinvention. Byeon Woo Seok may have captured hearts with Lovely Runner, but he's proving now that he's here to stay, not as a fleeting idol, but as an artist willing to evolve with every role.